Greetings, welcome everybody. Today we're going to be jumping into discussing the reason why they made things complicated while you were with them. All right. A lot of you probably figured and caught on to at a certain point that it always seemed like it was an uphill battle to be with that person, right? With your ex, whatnot. Felt like it was work. It felt like, you were in a constant power struggle, or there was something always wrong, right? Now, this is what you have to understand. Dysfunctional people function best in a dysfunctional environment. They function better in an unharmonious environment. The more structured and organized that environment is, it doesn't really give them a disguise to cover up all of the bullshit that comes with them. It's easily spotted, right? So a big part of that is meant to conquer the will of the person so that the toxic person can feel more comfortable operating. Okay. If everything's going too well, these type of individuals become restless, uneasy in a harmonious environment. Right? Something they don't fit well in that type of environment and they become uneasy. So they will deliberately create or cause drama, right? Drama is one tactic. The causing of drama, at least, and making things complicated is a distraction tactic, right? It keeps you focused on fixing a problem that will never get fixed because it can't be fixed, right? But if you engage into wanting to fix it, right, you notice they will keep, as soon as you get one thing covered, here comes something else. They keep you engaged into fixing something. It's always one thing after the next, because that keeps you distracted. You're so distracted on fixing things, which they are leading you to believe is something that, that they're dealing with. They may come up with excuses like, I need a heal. I came from a background that was this and that, all these excuses in the third. Most of it is lies. Some of it may be true, but the behavior that is carried out with it is unacceptable and in a lot of ways completely controllable by that individual. Now, being that they have become toxic, right? This is something that they thrive in. They actually get addicted to the toxic interactions, right? That's how they get their rush. They don't feel as though something is normal with them unless there is some type of toxic interaction where you're arguing, you're fighting, you're at odds with each other. This is the environment that makes them feel comfortable because in a lot of ways, this is the environment that they are used to being in or that they grew up in. Right. So the big component of making things complicated with you keeps you in disarray. And it keeps you so focused and locked in on trying to, correct one thing after the other that you don't see what they're doing behind the scenes, right? They're monitoring you, making sure that you are attending to these tasks that they're putting out to keep you busy and distracted, and that keeps the attention off of them. They know they're foul, they know they're toxic, but if you buy into all these complications that they're creating, it buys them time. It takes, the full brunt of attention and focus off of them because they will draw you into it too. Many times getting you to lower yourself, lower your standards, and managing down your expectations to where you lower yourself to their level. And once you start playing at their level, they got you. Because now they can profess and claim you're no better than them. And you will actually see yourself engaging in this foolish behavior, and, it'll start sounding like, hey, maybe they do have a point. This is where they flip it on you and make it start seeming like you're the crazy one. Make it start seeming like you're the toxic one. You're the one out of control. You're the one that has the issues, and they were doing just fine until they got around you, right? All tactics, man. All tactics. They complicate things so that you're never going to be on point enough or on focus enough to see the crux of the issue, which is them. You don't see it. Another reason why they complicate things is so that by doing this, you are more apt to want to hold on to something that's a struggle. Feels like you really had to work for this, toxic, union to come together. You really put in a lot of work to get it to where it was, right? You have a reference point. You can go all the way back and be like, oh, they were really, really bad in the beginning. And then after a while, me working with them, just doing this with them and that with them, they started to, get a little bit better. Listen, that behavior was completely controllable from the get-go. They knew what they were doing. They could have acted the way that you think that you got them to, the point that you got them to. They could have been doing that. They gave you the illusion that they were making progress based on your efforts, but they were controlling you, right? They were deliberately acting out, in a bad manner, right? They were deliberately, being mischievous and, unruly on purpose to get you to work. Because it's a lot that people tend to value and hold on to things that they feel they really had to work for. And this is another trap play. By getting you to work and put in that effort, you're not as apt to give up on them, which is what they want. They want somebody who's going to stick in there. So they've groomed you by being complicated. They've groomed you to be someone who's going to stick in through the long run because you don't want to give up on all the work that you've done to get this person to be just to this point. Right? You don't want to just let that go and have your work all be for nothing. Well, it's an illusion anyway. It is all for nothing because they're acting. They're pretending like they're making strides and they're getting better and that they're understanding certain things that you say. But if you notice, the same stuff usually repeats itself somewhere down the line again, over and over again. They have to keep you in that cycle in order to keep you in that dysfunctional state, right? Being complicated creates the right environment for them to be, to have more of the advantage over you and controlling you, while you're thinking that you have the position over them. No, they're playing the game. They're playing the role. Right? So this deliberate complication, that's on purpose. They read your personality and they see what type of person you are, see that you're a person that doesn't like to fail, doesn't deal with failure very good. And if you've been putting all this work in to make sure that this person that you're with is becoming more manageable, they're giving you the illusion that they're being more manageable, but they're not. It's not real. They could have been that way from jump. But they had to make you work. They had to make you work for it. It's a trap. It's all game. It's all game. Everything these individuals do is calculated. It's not, by happen chance. They've seen this work before. So they use the same tactics over and over again, and they see that it works more often than not. All right. And so they use it. So keeping people in a state of, confusion and, being, constantly trying to keep things together and keep the peace and all this, it further digs you into the hole. Or, as I've said before, it draws you deeper into the funhouse to where you get lost. The further you go in, the harder it is to go out. And that's what they want, because that's the basis of securing, someone for a long term. They can secure you for a lot longer the deeper they get you to engage in the dysfunctionality. So that's why the tactic of being complicated is used. All right. I'll make that one short and sweet. Anyway, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. When you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I'm going live. And if you haven't, if you still want a consultation one-on-one, all of that stuff is in the description box, man. Just click the link in the description box. Until next time, man, enjoy your weekend and have a good one.